LA is a big city, and just, anything can happen. There's millions of people here. And, one time I was dressed up as Winnie the Pooh in Compton. Now, a lot of characters didn't go to Compton for the fact that, they would always put on the paperwork LA, and it wasn't until I looked it up that I was like, this is in Compton. But, I went anyways, and I finished this party. I was Winnie the Pooh, and I don't like to take the hood off because I saw some kids from, not even from the party, but just some kids walking, and I don't like to ruin the illusion for kids, so I stayed in, with my hood, and I waved to them, and they're like, Pooh, Pooh. And I saw these two 15-year-olds walking toward me. So I just walked by them, and, one of them was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, hey. And I walked over to my truck, and I opened it up, and I started putting my stuff away, and all of a sudden I hear the kids just screaming. So I turned around to see what the problem was, and as I turned around, there was a gun, pointed right in my face. And, I grew up on a farm, and so I knew the gun was real. And so I'm looking at it through this tiny hole, and I was just like, that's it. My life is over with. This kid's going to blow my brains out. These kids are going to be traumatized for life. I'm going to die in a Winnie the Pooh costume. And, when they say your life flashes before your eyes, they're not kidding. It felt like hours. I had time to think about everything. I'm like, oh, man, I didn't get to that yet. Oh, I wanted to do that. Oh, man. And so much is going through your brain. And suddenly I heard the mom from the party start screaming. She's like, what are you doing? And the kid looks at me and he's like, you got lucky. Puts the gun away. He's like, man, I was just joking. She's crying and she's like, I know your grandfather. I'm going to tell on you. And, the only thing I could figure is that, the kid's 15. He probably wanted to become initiated into some gang or something and was like, yeah, I got bragging rights, man. I killed Winnie the Pooh. And, I was just in shock, and literally it took, I didn't go back to Compton or Watts for a long time, but I did go back. Was like, you know what, I'll go. I'm not going to let that kid ruin, some other kid's birthday party. So I did go back.